I'm in the tiny Channel island of Sark, just off the coast of Normandy. Sark is 3 miles by 1 mile, has no cars, no streetlights, and home to just 600 people. And with everything it needs to be the most self-sustainable of all the Channel Islands, it's now turned its attention to planting vineyards. In 2010, Sark Estate Management saw the potential for winemaking in Sark and has since worked with consultant winemaker from Bordeaux, Alain Reynaud. And as Sark goes through its very first harvest, I asked Kevin Delaney, the Managing Director of Sark Estate Management, what level of investment they've made here.
Excluding the initial purchase of the land, the past 18 months has seen us invest somewhere in the region of £1 million. I believe we're the jewel in the crown of the Channel Islands. The fact that our vineyards are planted at various locations around the island of Sark, they're not centred on one huge, almost commercial industrial sized vineyard, I think is going to be a tremendous pull for tourists. That's a secondary benefit to what we're doing. Predominantly we see ourselves as first-class winemakers.
Around 100,000 vines have been planted across 11 hectares, with varying soil varieties including gravel, sand and schist. Etienne Longuechaux, the winemaker at Sark Estate Management, has been telling me about his year in the vineyard.
With a fantastic weather for the maturity of the grapes and for the evolution of the grapes to try to produce wine this year.
What grape varieties do you have here?
In Sark, the vineyard is composed by Chardonnay in majority and Pinot Gris and Savagnin in red, Gamay and Pinot Noir. Some other Pinot Gris, Albarino from Galicia and Muller-Turgot.
And what styles of wine in the future do you hope to make here at Sark?
We will produce some dry white wine, a bit of red wine, 1 part of sparkling wine in Sark.
Will it be traditional method sparkling wine?
We will use the champagne method for produce this wine because we think it's more appropriate to the grapes.
Earlier today I spoke to Léonard Lièvre from La Manche Libre to see what he thinks about Sark wines.
Oh yeah, very surprised. And I think that you have a great thing to do here. You have everything, the land, the sun, a good team, almost French. So I think you can do a great job.
And as an undiscovered wine region, Laura Hayward from Harper's Wine and Spirit was surprised at what she found here.
Coming to an island that's very small, you have expectations of an area which isn't going to be particularly large, and the vineyards here are really extensive. The vines, the winemaker was telling me, were planted I think in April 2010, and they're really healthy, they're looking really full. And we had a chance though to try the grapes, and they're really juicy, and I think everything's sort of ready to go for the harvest. So it's really exciting times for the island. I think Sark has a great future once it finds its feet and it works out what grapes are best here and how they can make the best sparkling wine. If you look to the success of English wines at the moment, they're really extensively available in supermarkets, on restaurant shelves, and people are prepared to pay a premium for them. And I think Sark can compete with the likes of them once it's found its way and it gets sort of wider distribution.
The world's newest wine region is already turning its attention to wine tourism. In the future, horse-drawn tours can take you around the vineyards. Quality wines will be on your doorstep, and you'll have some of the most sustainable foods in the Channel Islands. I think it's a treasure island waiting to be discovered.